Hey, and welcome back. It's now November 7th, and let's go with one that I did not have my customizer do. I found this on eBay, and I was originally going to have him build me one, and I still might, but this one right now holds it pretty well. And you might know him in WWE as Jamie Noble, but in this figure form, he's James Gibson. Just a rotisserie turning there. And what's cool about this one is actually got like the John Deere logo. It says Gibson on the back. So obviously, when they did that, it says James Gibson. Excuse me. When they did that, I was like, well, yeah, I know he's more known as Jamie Noble, but it made no sense to call him Jamie Noble when it says James Gibson on the back of him. This, of course, would be more of his Ring of Honor run look, and really well done. I love the socks. I mean, obviously, I think they might have used a Dean Malenko body, if nothing else, and painted it green, and then added that decal. Decal, of course, definitely is not painted. It's just, again, another piece of thinly printed paper, sealed over carefully with like a glue, and then basically sealed over with like a primer situation. Of course, after they painted it green, you can still see a little bit of blackage from the original trunks. Again, I think this was a Dean Malenko because this feels exactly like a Dean Malenko figure, which I have one, and it just, he when I do the cruiserweight matches and whatnot, I tend to pose them a lot and whatnot, do a lot of tiger bombs with it. So, and this is literally how he feels. So I wouldn't be surprised they didn't just use him. He's definitely tanner than the Jack Gallagher, so I don't see that being the case. And again, why switch up boots and do all the extra work when you just take a Dean Malenko body, take the head off? Of course, the Malenko figures are now more expensive and hard to find, but at the time, he probably had one lying around that was probably beat up or something. So, great figure. What's nice about it was I think it was only like the $60 range I was able to get this one. They obviously took I want to say they took the Jamie Noble head, and it looks like they maybe rescalped the ears and took that earpiece thing out of there and repainted a little bit. I mean, because if you look at this ear, it's way more defined. I don't know if you can see that very well. Probably not. The ear's a little bit, and then over here it's like kind of stuffed up, like it doesn't exist, like they've remade it. I think they just took that earpiece off. So this is that Noble head. So, very creative, very, cost effective. Why, go through the trouble of having to sculpt whole new parts when you can just use a few, touches of paint, some scalper tools, and call it a day. Fully playable, fully articulate. Height size is just around the cruiserweights. Again, to compare, I'll use a Val Venus as a comparison. And, yeah, Noble was a cruiserweight. There's no way he's going to be, eye level with Val Venus. So, great quality. Trying to think if there's anything else to say about it. It definitely is one of the ones I'm glad to add to the cruiserweight division or the light heavyweight division when that belt arrives. I'm hoping it's nice and done. I'm hoping it's on par with the Forbidden Figurine belts. Of course, if Mattel ever releases a light heavyweight title, I'll get that belt, of course. But until then, I don't see a Jamie Noble figure coming. I know he was with the company for a while. We did get the Mattel version in the suit, but surprisingly, we didn't get like a flashback cruiserweight belt, and I just don't see them going after cruiserweights anymore. Maybe the Monday Night War line, he might show up, if they really, I guess they have the rights to him. He was in the late WCW, so I don't see a desire for that. Personally, I'd love to see cruiserweights come back into the line a little bit. I mean, get Drew Gulak, get the cruiserweight guys going again. But otherwise, it looks like if you want those kind of figures, you have to go to the customizers. You can go for the Jack specific versions, but again, they weren't. They had cruiserweight kind of torso, but those figures are getting older and they're getting more fragile. So, food for thought on that one. Till next time, peace.